Here we are for the first episode of Daily Crypto Bull. We're going to go over some of the market stuff and see what kind of news, what kind of FUD, what kind of everything's going on, and let's get started. By the way, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Super supports the channel, and we appreciate it. In case you were living under a rock, the first country accepted Bitcoin as legal tender. That would be El Salvador. And what that means, legal tender, that means that not only is it accepted, it is, if someone is paying you with that, you have to accept it. Just like in America, when someone brings cash into your business, you have to accept it. In El Salvador, legal tender, Bitcoin is now part of that. So if someone says, I'm paying in Bitcoin, you can't say, no, I don't accept Bitcoin. You have to take it. Do you understand how big that is? And this is the first country to do it, but there will be more because there seems to be other countries in that area, such as I think I was reading Paraguay, Argentina maybe, and other ones in that area are thinking about doing the same thing, which makes sense, right? Because the president of El Salvador is obviously pretty close to other Central American, South American countries. You know what I'm saying? So that's super interesting, and that's a big milestone for Bitcoin and crypto in general. And again, the position I take is that Bitcoin is the financial crypto. They call it store of value. That's true, but in terms of long term, my opinion, Bitcoin is the one. It is the Neo of the Matrix. It is the one that will be the winner of the financial reserve. Of course, Elon Musk can't stop tweeting. You start to wonder sometimes, how is he actually running companies when he's constantly on Twitter? You know, Bitcoin spiked here a bit. He was throwing out some stuff the other day about how, yeah, Tesla will accept Bitcoin again when we feel Bitcoin mining is at least 50% green. What a bunch of bull, and not the good kind. He's just saying that to save face. It's just something arbitrary that he can throw out there. So the real reason they don't accept it is because of the volatility. And they don't want you walking in and accepting your $60,000 Bitcoin and then the next day it's worth 30. That's the real reason he just doesn't want to say it. Because there's massive volatility in crypto. If you're brand new, you should probably be aware of that, but you're probably not brand new. So you are far aware of that, but you know long term we are bulls for sure. Another thing of note, Polkadot went up 15% after it got on the Coinbase Pro listing. You know, traditionally when a new crypto gets put on Coinbase, it sees a nice little bump. Now, the bump that they see isn't as nice as it was, say, 3-4 years ago, because there was only Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin. It's hard to remember, but there were only a handful of cryptos on Coinbase during the last bull run, 2017, 2018. But now there's a lot more on there. But Polkadot wasn't on there. I'm actually surprised. I thought Polkadot was already on there because Polkadot is, in my opinion, a pretty decent crypto that could have a good future. Again, it's not going to be Bitcoin and be the financial reserve like the US dollar is, or like gold is really. But as a business, Polkadot seems to make a lot of sense for what it does. But it's on Coinbase, went up 15%, something to watch. That was just today, June 14th. Again, more El Salvador goodness going on. More Bitcoin country legal tenderness going on. But this is just talking about Central American institutions helping El Salvador implement its Bitcoin legalization, which is really the central banks, Central American Financial Institution. They're just trying to get in here and make sure that this is written out in a way that benefits them. Don't no other way about it. That is exactly what they're doing. They're in here, oh, El Salvador, yes, let's help you. We would love to be of help. No, they're coming in here to try to get this thing written out to protect their own backsides and not just protect, but benefit themselves. Okay, so keep an eye on that. Hopefully El Salvador can just do its own thing for its people, because central banks of this style, central institutions, that's what we're really trying to get away from. Bitcoin is really going to be the central bank, rather. It's be the goal, but it'll be like the central bank too, where it can't decide how much more to make or what to do. There's not all this decision making that can happen because it really will be decided by the market. That's what Bitcoin's really about. No. Welcome to 2021, of course. MicroStrategy, Michael Sayer, back I think it was last year, he bought 500 million worth of Bitcoin. And the reason he's going to buy another, so this will make him $1 billion into Bitcoin. But the reason he spent 500 million on Bitcoin, probably a little over a year ago, maybe a year ago, was because he has this business, MicroStrategy. It's a publicly traded company. It's a software company. And what really happened was there were investors that came into, I don't remember if it was to buy shares of the business or what, but they were only evaluating his business at like 1 year's revenue plus cash on hand, which is insanely low for a company like this. That is ridiculous. I mean, for your startups that don't even generate revenue or profits, people come in and all these evaluations that are 10x, 20x, and companies that are established like this one's been around since 80s, maybe 90s, maybe 80s. For that people to come in and evaluate it as 1 year's earnings plus cash on hand. By the way, he realized the cash on hand was actually the biggest issue because cash is trash. I didn't come up with that saying, but I love that saying and I believe it, and it is true because it goes down in value every single day. It goes down about 5 to 7% in value every year currently. So it's trash. It's disintegrating. And he realized that that low evaluation they gave him was because he had all this cash on hand, which he thought was a good thing. And then he realized, it's going down in value. So I'm giving them something that is a depreciating asset. So that's what that is. So what he did is he took his 500 million and he put it all in Bitcoin. And that's, I don't know what price point he got it at, but I think it's at least double. Not that it matters because long-term wise, it's the winner. My opinion, not financial advice. Make your own decisions, all that stuff. Disclaimer. But he's going to put another 500 million in. So really, the software company, because they have so much money in Bitcoin, is going to become a Bitcoin holding company. So they're changing really just because of their investments and what they actually have in their assets is they have the software tools and everything. But now, all of a sudden, in less than a year, this company that's been around for decades is switching to a BTC holding company because most of their asset is now in Bitcoin. I think that's interesting. And of course, today, Bitcoin finally found its way past 40K. What's interesting, Paul Tudor Jones, he's a legacy investor. He's been around a long time. He wants to have at least 5% of his portfolio allocated in BTC. He's a big bull on it. Seems like he is now. He thinks it's the winner. He seems really into it. And before the interview, Bitcoin tried to get to 40 and breach it. But after the interview, it finally hit it. And let's go to the chart real quick. The last time Bitcoin was at 40,000 plus was May 27th, 2021, of course. And today is June 14th. So what is that? That's 18 days. So it's been 18 days since Bitcoin has been able to breach. And now, at the moment I'm recording this, Bitcoin's at 39,000 over here. So it's a little under it. But this was that nice dip that, in my opinion, that happened because I bought a bunch of it around here. I didn't quite get it down at 31, but I got some 33, some 34, some 35. And of course, what I do with my Bitcoin is I put it all in Voyager. I'll show you real quick. Because I'm able to earn interest on my crypto sitting there. So instead of it just sitting in my wallet or sitting in crypto, I'll put a link for Voyager in the description because it's actually an app. It's like Coinbase. Except for the Bitcoin that I have in my Bitcoin wallet or the Ethereum that I have in my Ethereum wallet, I'm earning interest on. I'm earning 6.25% on my Bitcoin and 5.25% on my Ethereum. And here's something that's really good. I also have some USDC stablecoin in there that's earning 9% interest. So it's always worth $1. It's a stable coin. It's always worth $1. So I literally just deposited money from my bank account, changed my US dollar into USDC coin, which both are always worth $1, but USDC coin in my Voyager is earning 9%. So to me, I've just found this recently, and I am absolutely pumped to be in there because if you really think about it, where am I here? Bitcoin you know, if I'm earning 6.25% in Bitcoin, it's not so much about Bitcoin being at 40,000 right now, so I'm making 6.25% of 40,000. It's more where Bitcoin's going to be. So if I'm earning, 0.0625 Bitcoin a year on each Bitcoin I have in there, well, each of that 0.0625, when Bitcoin gets to $1 million, which eventually that will happen, I'm very sure of it, my opinion, that 0.0625 will all of a sudden be worth $62,500. So it's not so much about the interest, not that I'm earning, 6 cents on a dollar. I'm earning 6% of a Bitcoin, which is just going to go up over time. So I'm a big fan of Voyager. I'll put a link in the description for it. Go ahead and click that link and set it up. I highly recommend it. It's really easy. Plus the trades that I do on Voyager, they're free. Like, Coinbase, you'll be paying fees for every buy and sell. You're not paying fees on Voyager. It's so much better than Coinbase. I can't even. Link is in the description. I'm a big fan of it. So that's pretty much the news that I wanted to go over today. Of course, you got El Salvador, Elon Musk doing his thing every day. Polkadot going on Coinbase, which is really interesting. MicroStrategy's super bullish, putting another 500 mil. You got a legacy investor here saying he wants to increase his portfolio. I don't know what that number would be, but I'm guessing, billions, frankly, going into it. Get your Bitcoin while you can, because it's just going to get more and more expensive, in my opinion. Thank you. All of this news was on CryptoPotato.com, website that I really like. They're not sponsoring. Voyager's not sponsoring or anything either. It's just sharing things with you that I like. But that was the first one. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Thank you for watching this first episode of Daily Crypto Bull. You're awesome. I'll see you tomorrow.